Have you ever faced a moment so challenging, so overwhelming, that all you could do was hold on to a glimmer of hope, a flicker of faith? Throughout history, humanity has been defined by these very moments. Not by the battles won with swords, but by the wars waged within the heart, fueled by unwavering belief. Today, we're diving into some of the most powerful and emotional stories of faith ever told. These aren't just tales from ancient texts. They are profound human experiences that resonate with us even now, reminding us of the incredible strength found in conviction. Let's start our journey in ancient times with a story many of us know, but perhaps haven't considered from this angle: the story of Abraham and Isaac. Imagine being Abraham. You've been promised descendants as numerous as the stars, and finally, in your old age, you have a son, Isaac, the embodiment of that divine promise. Then comes the ultimate test, a command to sacrifice this very son. Can you feel the weight of that? The journey to Mount Moriah must have been excruciating. Every step, battle between love for his child and faith in a higher plan he couldn't possibly comprehend. The story isn't about blind obedience, it's about a faith so profound, so absolute, that it defies logic and fear. It's about trusting that even in the darkest, most confusing moments, there is a purpose we cannot see. The relief when the command is stayed is palpable, but the real power lies in Abraham's willingness to walk that path. It's a raw, emotional testament to the depths of human faith. Now, let's move forward in time, to a story of a different kind of faith in oneself and in a divine mission. Let's talk about Joan of Arc. Here was a young and educated peasant girl in 15th century France, a country torn apart by the 100 Years' War. At just 13, she began hearing voices, which she believed were divine messengers, telling her to save France. Imagine the courage that took. In a world dominated by men, by soldiers and kings, she approached the court, convinced the Dauphin of her mission, and was given command of the French army. She wasn't a trained warrior. Her strength came from her unshakable belief. She inspired a demoralized army to achieve incredible victories, like lifting the siege of Orleans. Her faith was contagious, turning the tide of the war. But her story doesn't end in triumph. She was captured, tried for heresy, and ultimately burned at the stake. Yet, even in the face of death, her faith never wavered. Her story is a heartbreaking and inspiring example of how faith in a cause greater than oneself can empower an ordinary person to achieve the extraordinary, even at the ultimate cost. It's a powerful reminder that faith isn't just about quiet contemplation, it can be a revolutionary force. From the battlefields of France, let's journey to the quiet, dignified struggle of the American Civil Rights Movement, and focus on the unwavering faith of Martin Luther King Jr. His was a faith not just in God, but in the moral arc of the universe. He believed, with every fiber of his being, that justice would eventually prevail. Think about the immense pressure he was under. He faced death threats, imprisonment, and constant opposition. It would have been so easy to give in to hatred, to respond to violence with violence. But his faith guided him toward a path of nonviolent resistance. His "I Have a Dream" speech is more than just a brilliant piece of rhetoric, it's a sermon, a declaration of faith. He wasn't just hoping for a better future, he was seeing it, believing in it so fiercely that he made others believe in it too. His faith was the bedrock of an entire movement. He knew he might not live to see the promised land, but his belief that his people would get there was absolute. His life is a deeply emotional testament to how faith can fuel the fight for justice and inspire millions to hold on to hope in the face of brutal adversity. Now, let us consider a story of faith that is intensely personal and modern, the story of Etty Hillesum. Etty was a young Jewish woman living in Amsterdam during the Nazi occupation. As the world around her descended into unimaginable darkness, she began a journey inward. Through her diaries, we witness her cultivating a profound and personal relationship with God. She wasn't praying for escape or for miracles. Instead, she was trying to find and preserve the spark of the divine within herself and in others, even amidst the horrors of the concentration camps. She wrote, "I will help you, God, to not be extinguished in me." What an incredible statement! In a place designed to strip away all humanity, all hope, Eddie's faith became her act of resistance. She chose to see beauty in a patch of sky, to feel love amidst hatred. She was eventually sent to Auschwitz, where she died. But her diaries survived, a testament to a faith that didn't seek to change her circumstances, but to transform her experience of them. It is an agonizingly beautiful story of finding light in the deepest darkness and holding on to one's spiritual core when everything else is taken away. Finally, let us look at a story of faith that crossed cultural and religious boundaries, the story of Mahatma Gandhi and his concept of satyagraha, or truth force. Gandhi's fight for India's independence was rooted in a deep spiritual conviction. He believed that truth and love were the most powerful forces in the universe. His commitment to nonviolence, or ahimsa, wasn't just a political strategy, it was a core tenet of his faith. Imagine the discipline and inner strength it took to fast unto death, not to coerce, but to purify himself and appeal to the conscience of his opponents. Or to lead a 240-mile salt march, a simple act of civil disobedience that challenged the might of the British Empire. Gandhi's faith was in the inherent goodness of humanity. He believed that by holding fast to truth and enduring suffering without retaliation, he could awaken the conscience of his oppressors. His life was a long, arduous, and emotional prayer in action. He showed the world that faith could be a political tool, a force for liberation that could topple empires not with weapons, but with the strength of the human spirit. From Abraham's agonizing choice on the mountain to Eddie Hillism's quiet defiance in the heart of the Holocaust, from Joan of Arc's divine mission to Martin Luther King Jr.'s dream of justice and Gandhi's peaceful revolution, these stories show us that faith is not a single, simple thing. It's a deeply personal journey that can manifest as quiet resilience, or revolutionary fire, or an unshakable belief in a better world. These individuals faced the unimaginable, and it was their faith that carried them through, leaving legacies that continue to inspire us today. They remind us that in our own moments of trial, when we feel lost or overwhelmed, the power of belief in a higher power, in a cause, in humanity, or in ourselves can give us the strength to endure, to resist, and to hope. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey through these incredible stories. I'd love to read them. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more content that explores the powerful moments that have shaped our world. Until next time, take care.